And of course, you can use any program you'd like. Make sure you set it to Jerusalem. And we're going to turn this thing off, turn this thing on. And we're going to turn our calendar here. We're going to go to minus, delete. And let's go down to, oops, got to go up to 2 BC. Okay. And we'll search for our little star that they would be tracking. Hey, there's Jupiter. And we are just going to go forward in time and see where our little Jupiter is going to go. So we're in our 3rd month, moving in from Cancer. Well, hopefully you recognize we're kind of moving towards Leo here. And let's take a look at, it goes to the foot of Regulus. When did it go to the foot of Regulus? Alright, well, let's go back. When exactly did it do that? When does it have its conjunction? Isn't that ironic? September 11th is when it has its touchdown moment. I believe it happens at 18 o'clock is when you actually touch it. That's the beginning of the day, Jewish calendar. All right, so this is what I'm showing, and well, why do I bring this up? Because remember the September 12th sign? That if we kind of look, I'm going to switch the hour. The sun is clothing the Virgo and the moon is underneath her feet. And we have, Mercury and Venus here once again. But here Jupiter is crowning Leo. This is the virgin birth of Christ, is what I'm proposing. Suffice to say, it's September 11th, and I think now we understand why Satan wanted to sully the date of September 11th. Because here we have another clothing of the sun and the moon underneath her feet, which is the Revelation 12th sign. So this is quite a special, once again, view of the Revelation 12, sign, and why it's being, included for us to discover this, and why we, hopefully we can, let me get this minimized here. And so this shows up here to tell us about the birth of Christ. I thought that was fascinating. But this was kind of something that I went a different way. I kind of discovered this stuff first, and then I kind of discovered this, but it didn't matter to kind of explain it to you this way. But suffice to say, so it was easy to kind of discover Jesus Christ's birthday there. And I'm going to show you some because, when I was doing my King Herod and the Innocents Massacre. Massacre of the Innocents. What is the Massacre of the Innocents? Where is the purported date of the air 2 BC? There is it inside here? Let's see, Control F. Let me see. That was going to be easier to find for you. But suffice to say, when you go do a little searching around, really kind of hiding this on us here, you're going to find out that the Massacre of Innocence is in 2 BC. Kind of sucks. But I'm not going to languish on that point. You guys can dig in on that. And anyway, suffice to say, it's going to line up with the Jesus Christ birthday. Because oh, there it is. Jesus, right here. Oh, this is my search. It's crazy. The Huffington Post. We can go right to the article. Massacre of the Innocents. Wonder if they're talking about the year here at all. Anyways, that's not languishing here. I'm not going to. Anyways, that was fun. So anyways, too bad. Sorry I couldn't show you some evidence for that, but you can kind of dig in to figure out the Massacre of the Innocents and how it was in 2 BC, lining up exactly when Jesus is born. Because when I was doing my research and I was looking into the Massacre of Innocents, I was like, in 2 BC? It didn't seem to kind of line up. So suffice to say, anyways, alright. Sorry about that. Now, I'm going to cover one of the interesting things about that I had read. Here we have, and it was the preparation of the Passover. About the 6th hour, he said unto the Jews, "Behold your king." So it's about before the Passover. It's the preparation for the Passover. Behold your king. He's talking about Jesus being crucified. But they cried, "Away with him and crucify him." Pilate said, but anyways, just to give you the timeline of where it is, and it's just before Passover. And the Jews thereof, because it was the preparation that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Sabbath, which is going to be the Passover day. So they didn't want it on the cross, so they wanted to take it out before the Passover moment. Because he's the Passover lamb. That's the lamb that's going to be ready to be eaten on Passover. So they're going to pull him down before, because he is the Passover lamb that's prepared the day before Passover. Besought Pilate, they wanted to say break his legs before it happens, whatever. And here's what's interesting. Mark 15:33 says, "And when the 6th hour was come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour." So there is an astronomical event that darkens the entire sky. So I propose that we're going to be able to find that the vernal equinox for that year happens to be on March 28th, March 22, 28 AD. Now, the reason I bring this up, that we should understand about this timeline, is that Jesus began his ministry just before this Passover party. Okay? Yeah, he dies we know there's a Passover here just before he starts his ministry. There's a Passover party, and there's no other Passover until the Passover lamb moment here, there before he gets crucified. So doesn't make it to the next Passover. Okay, he's got 1 year. There's no evidence of another Passover. That's why the Passovers were listed, because they prove there is no extra Passover here to give you a third or, second or third year. He doesn't have over 1 year, just shy of maybe a little over, a couple of days over a 1 year period is his entire ministry, Jesus. So anyways, that's easy to kind of landmark. And so he's dying on, and the reason I'm going to confirm this is with the stars as well, that this is definitely a 1 year ministry, which is phenomenal. That entire, he made a mark on the world with just 1 year, just over 1 year. So, anyways, we're going to see, does this really line up? Does the darkening occur? Here's that Passover is going to happen here, and the darkening.